everybody. Becky Jo here. Sorry. We're downstairs in the school and I got a little distracted, but I'm excited because we're downstairs in the school. So this is Stephen McBee.
Hello.
Stephen, so what do you do with the school?
So my official title is the Director of Engagement.
Ooh, that sounds engaging.
It is. It is very engaging. And so I engage our parents and grandparents, and I put together a newsletter, a news video every week. And
cool.
I punch that out to them and the social medias, and then I also engage the public, and so I'm in charge of all the fundraising that happens at the school. I shouldn't say all the fundraising, because the juniors and seniors have their own fundraising vehicles for their trips. The juniors every year do a service trip.
Yeah, I always thought that was so cool.
Right, and then the seniors do a fun trip, and so so mom and dad don't have to write the check for it. They have some funding. They do that on their own. But the fundraising that we have here at Christian Fellowship School comes through this office that we're in. And I know, right? It's like magic. And so I get to engage people all over the place.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is a good time.
So we want to take a moment just to talk a little bit more about the school for those of you who don't know. We do have a school ministry attached to the church.
Right.
And so can you tell us a little bit about the heart of the school and like just a little bit about it?
We have pre-K through 12, and so we run the whole gambit. And we started in 1981, so we have 38 years. A couple years we'll have our 40th, much like the church. Yep. Our head of school is Scott Williams, who is a pastor at the church, and he has been with the church. Has he? I think 36 of the 38 years.
I'm not sure.
Because he was pastoring the first two, and then if he's been here since the beginning, that's what I know.
Yeah.
And
I just tend to say that.
Right.
They go so far back since the beginning.
Since the beginning. And there is a photo. They have every graduating class down the main hallway.
Those are really kind of fun to look at.
Right? You can find out what popular hairdo was when, and then if you'd like to track Mr. Williams'
as he ages
hairline, I guess. I don't know. We have to see. Actually, that would be maybe worthwhile to check out. I plan on actually taking a photo and then having that morph all the way through the years.
Oh.
You know, that would be kind of some fun engagement.
Just of him?
Just of him, yeah.
Oh, does he know this?
No.
Well, he knows it now.
Well,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Watch out. It's not like he's going to take all the pictures down, right?
It's true.
That'd be tough to do.
Will he?
Right?
We're trying to figure out why someone's walking around in the building
right.
late at night.
Masking tape. Whatever it takes.
Awesome. But yeah, so we do have this school, and so we wanted to talk to you. There's something new coming.
Yes,
and we wanted to talk about that.
And so, so the church, as we know, is got new land. They're going to build a new building, and they're going to leave this facility, and then the school gets the run of the whole thing, which is oh my goodness,
so awesome for you guys.
It's going to be a great opportunity for growth and expansion, and now the kind of opportunity that comes with that blessing is then the school is taking over all the facility costs and all that stuff, and so we're going to need, city wants their lights paid for, right? So we got to take care of that, and so to answer that need that's coming down the pipe, we are creating our very own school booster club.
Ooh,
I know.
What does that mean?
So,
I remember booster club when I was younger, but I'm not aging myself too much.
Sure.
It's been a while.
Right.
So lay it on me. What is
So a booster club is usually a group of adults that are either sports or club specific.
Oh, okay.
So like you can be a booster for the football team, or you can be a booster for the marching band, but in our case we're going to do an all-encompassing booster club. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so that is a group of adults that we're going to come together, and we have three main goals as a booster. So one is to have projects that fiscally bless the school.
Okay.
Right, so money comes in. But we just don't want willy-nilly. Two, it has to engage or bless Columbia.
I like that.
Right, so it's kind of a look at it as maybe almost an outreach arm as far as the ministry's scale of engaging the community, right? And then the third component we have to have is it's got to be fun, because it's going to be a fellowship kind of a club, right? And so we look at fellowship as like if you have a brick wall, the bricks are the really strong part that makes the wall, but the mortar keeps it all together, and that's fellowship, right? So,
I like that.
Right, exactly. So, fiscally bless the school, engage Columbia or bless Columbia, and then it's going to be a good time. and under that umbrella of those,
lovely goals.
right? That's and so anything that we do, it has to filter through those things.
Okay.
If it doesn't make that filter, then we'll not do it through the Booster Club, right? And so the three big events that we are going to want to focus on, and we're going to try to build a tradition around this. Tradition is a fantastic vehicle because once you get that tradition wheel flying, it becomes part of your culture, and people, it kind of gives them, they know, oh, those are the people that blah blah blah, and that's why we want to have the blessing part as a part of what we do. The first one is going to be we're going to do every fall. We're going to start doing a serve-a-thon, right? Ooh. And so our kickoff for the serve-a-thon is going to be October 22nd. So we'll hear some more about that. But the event itself is going to be November 22nd. And so we're going to engage corporations and families across central Missouri to donate to the serve-a-thon, kind of like a marathon, like this weekend is Lizzie's Walk of Faith, and so people are like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Will you sponsor me? You know, and you raise money.
Oh, okay.
Same concept, except instead of running 26.2 miles.
That's a lot of running.
Who lives that far away from a donut store anyway? Right? That's ridiculous. So we are going,
I did.
Right?
The first 18 years of my life.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no, there's a gas station. I guess that counts.
That works. So the serve-a-thon, we're actually going to pack 20,000 meals for the needy.
Oh, okay.
And so some of that food will stay here for our local food bank, bless our own neighbors, and then some of it we're partnering with Convoy of Hope out of Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
Right, and so they have 217,000 kids in their school program internationally that are in the hardest hit parts of the world, and so the food will be distributed to them. And we like working with Convoy of Hope because their model is if the kid comes to school, we'll feed the kid. And
I like that.
Well, and so in these parts of the world, that's the motivator for now the parents to get the kids to school, because otherwise they'll have them on the street begging or stealing.
Oh, okay.
Because that they need eat, and this is, as a kid, that's something they can do. Where now they're like, no, go to school, so now they can share the gospel and change the generation with education and give them tool sets to change the environment.
I didn't know that.
That's
a really cool thing.
It is. We love working with Convoy of Hope, and so in fact, in Convoy of Hope right now, we're also working. So the packing part of the food, we're partnering with Kids Against Hunger. Here in Columbia, and what's nice about that, Kids Against Hunger is technically a humanitarian outfit, and so corporations can give, and there's you don't have to worry about the wall of, because some corporations are like, well, we need to remain neutral when it comes to religion.
Gotcha.
Right, and so since Kids Against Hunger is a humanitarian outfit, that eliminates that wall, and then to say, hey, well, we're packing food, awesome. We're into that. We like feeding hungry children.
That's great.
And then we use it to share the gospel. So it's a little sneaky. So that's our first event coming up this fall.
First one.
The other one we know about, we've been to, we love it. It's the Spring Gala.
I'm super excited.
Right? And this year it's the Gatsby Gala.
I'm even more excited.
Right? Because it's 2020, 1920s. I see what we did there? And so
I'm going to be looking like a flapper.
That's what we're talking about.
There's going to be so much fringe.
That is going to be March 7th. So put it on your calendars now, March 7th. Now, when you get your ticket, you will get the parking location and a password. We're not going to tell you where it's at, because back in the 20s, they had speakeasies, like the Prohibition thing, and so it was like the sneaky kind of a thing then, right? So then we'll have our gangsters there that you will be able to give the password to. Right?
I love it. That's so much fun.
Yeah, it is going to be a good time. Great menu, brand new venue. It's not at Stevens this year.
Oh, snap.
And
shaking it up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah, and we're really looking forward to this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. The community as a whole really enjoys this, and so.
And I think that kind of talks to what you're saying about traditions and stuff like that. That's something that's kind of already become a tradition.
Right.
And not only for the community to know, like, oh, they do that, but also it's almost like a family tradition. Where it's like, you know, those who go to it, it's almost like, hey, it's good to see you again.
Right.
Or, you know.
Exactly.
So it becomes a connector.
And the other thing that we're going to change about the Spring Gala is we're going to try to establish that as the all-school class reunion. So every year that we have the Spring Gala, we'll have a focus and emphasis on all of our alumni to come back that time. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so, and we'll have, like, whoever's 20-year anniversary it is, which this year will be the class of 2000. So if you're watching class of 2000, I'll be reaching out to you. They'll be kind of the lead, So if it's your 20-year class reunion, so the next year it'll be 2001, and so on.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to get alumni. Like.
It is. Well, and I got this idea from Princeton University. I went out there and we packed 140,000 meals at their all-school reunion.
Okay.
Right? And it's great because what that does is, like when I was in high school, I graduated the year I did, but I hung out with kids that were older than me, and I hung out with kids that were below me.
Yeah.
And when I go to my class reunion, which I was October 4th this year, it'll still only be just my class, which is great. I love to see them, but I have buds on either side that I won't get to see. Whereas when we do it as an all-school reunion,
you get to see them.
Everybody gets to come, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a hilarious time, and then we can put the tables, classes together and stuff like that. And then our final deal that we're going to do, and this is
the third event.
This is the third event.
Third event.
So we had the Serve-a-thon.
Serve-a-thon.
Feed 20,000. The Gatsby Gala. March 7th. And then the final one that we're going to do is the Spring Wing Ding.
That sounds tasty.
It is going to be very tasty, and it's going to be a chicken wing competition.
Ooh.
And so we'll have restaurants around, and people themselves, private people that fancy themselves as a chicken maker, will come and have their own sauces.
Do you have the call of the chicken maker?
Yes, yes. And then you'll be able to buy a ticket to come in, and then you'll get to eat chicken wings. And we'll probably have a who can eat the most chicken wings contest.
Okay.
Right, power down, and then maybe the hottest chicken wing possible.
Oh,
right.
Painful.
Yeah, some people are up for that. I mean, like they really.
Well, there'll be milk available.
Exactly right. Sometime later, I'll tell you that
it's BYOM. Bring your own milk.
Whatever. So those are all under the umbrella of the Booster Club. Mm-hmm. And so, what does it take to be a Booster Club? Do you have to be a parent?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nice.
No. You need to be somebody that wants to bless the school.
Okay.
That's it. And so, if you're a member of Christian Fellowship, but you don't have a kid that goes to school, you're amazing. Come on in and join the Booster Club. September 19th, we're having a big all Booster Club meeting that's going to kind of roll out what we're doing, because this Serve-a-thon is coming down on us, and we need some help. We definitely need some help. So if there's any chance that you can find in your heart, because none of us have time. I get that. But if the dream is big enough, the facts won't matter. Mm. And so if you really want to be involved with a group that is going to bless the school, engage Columbia, and be a lot of fun, we've got the perfect outfit for you.
Yeah. So what does being a part of the Booster Club look like? Is it like picking one of the events and helping? Is it?
That's what's great about the Booster Club, is it really is key to what your skill set is like. Because there's some people that are behind the scenes that want to do the registration and accounting, stuff like that, which that's not my wheelhouse, right? But there's some people that are amazing at it. Yes, very much so. There are some we'll have a president and a vice president and a treasurer, right? And so those roles are throughout the year, right? Some people, like, hey, that spring wing ding thing sounds amazing. I'm totally into that. And maybe they will just do that one event. I'm looking for kind of a club presence that one side is the administrative side that helps on stuff, and the other side is the action side. Okay. And the action side are the people that come help set up, come help run the events, help clean up, that kind of a thing. And so the skill sets are broad, from the really organized persons to the upfront, people that, woo.
The organized person is like leading.
Exactly, yeah.
You need to go that way.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'm an excited person. And that's kind of like it is in my marriage. My wife is, she's the more organized person, and she just points me, oh, you need to go this way. All right.
Okay, so if someone has been listening and they're like, that sounds like something I would want to do.
Yes.
How do they get involved?
So if they want to email me, my email is smcbee, MCBEE, @cfnights.org, and the Knights is like the old school night, not like good night. It's important. cfsnights.org. Or you can call me. Call here at the school, 573-445-8565, extension 338.
Wow. He has all his stuff memorized. And how long have you been here?
Since 1st of August.
1st of August.
Right.
It's been 2 years for me.
Weeks.
I still don't know. I have no idea what my extension is. Sorry. Well done,
Right.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so exciting that you're kind of like, you just got on board and this is a big, exciting thing.
It is. It is a big, exciting thing because, you know, with us taking over the whole building, that is a great opportunity. But with that opportunity comes some challenges. Yeah. And so the Booster Club is going to help with that. These events, I think, are multifaceted. You know, the money is important, but I think building the relationships is what's really key, not only within our own ministry with the church and the school, but engaging the public. You know, the Crossing, you guys have known, you know, they had this push to pay medical bills.
Yeah.
Right? They are the hands and the feet of Christ in the community. And so whether you believe in Jesus or not, you can't look at that and say, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And so if we can do that on our own by feeding, and my goal for the Servathon too is to build that up. 20,000 meals this year, maybe 50,000 meals next year. It'd be great if we could get that to be a 1 million meal march.
Whoa.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
That would be pretty cool.
If we could feed a million hungry, starving children right out of this ministry here. And so, to engage the community in a way that, because, you know, when it comes to nonprofits, I haven't been involved with a nonprofit that it doesn't, you know, have some financial needs, right?
Yeah.
But if you keep, you know, hey, we need more money from your own people, you only spend $1 once.
It's true.
Right? And so we're hoping that through this Booster Club that we are able then to engage the community, get them involved relationally, financially, and just be a blessing to the church and to the community.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Right?
I'm excited.
It is a good time.
So if you guys have any questions, we'll get you in touch. We'll probably, maybe in the comments below, link from the website, your info, because that would probably make it easier. Unless they do want to go back and re-listen to that part so they can write it down.
Right.
Props to you if you do. But yeah, we'll put that in the comments. If you have any questions, just let Steven know. It's a really exciting opportunity if it's something you're interested in. It sounds like it's a lot of fun, and this guy is pretty fun dude. So.
Right on. Hey, September 19th, 7 o'clock right here at the school. We will see you for the Booster Club.
Boom. Well, you guys have a good day. Thanks for tuning in to Live at Lunch. Bye.